start this. So what we're going to be going over today, does everyone have their new associate handbook? If not, I can, okay, no worries. I can send you an electronic version of this. So we're going to be going over weeks 1 and weeks 2, since this is a shorter month for these classes. So we had to skip last week, but we're going to be combining weeks 1 and weeks 2 together, going over some important things that I want to make sure you are all aware of. And then if there's any time for questions about other topics that you may want to address, we can absolutely get into that, okay? So let me just pull up the new associate handbook on my computer here. Do you have this, Jordan? This handbook? Oh, you do. Okay, perfect. And Andrea, did you got it? Okay. Stacy, do you want me to send you an electronic version?
Do I need it for the class? I'm just
No, that's perfect. That's really fine. And I'm pretty sure you've been to weeks 1 and weeks 2 before. So this. Okay, you don't need another one. Okay, sounds good. Yeah. I know we didn't get very many people in here for a little while. I don't know where everyone was. They were all on vacation, I guess. So, okay. Well, I won't go ahead and pull that up, then I'll just kind of go down the list. So the first thing I want to make sure you are all aware of, and I'm pretty sure all 3 of you are, your Keller Cloud setup emails. Did all of you receive your email that looked like this?
I think I'm still waiting on mine.
You're still, oh, that's right. Yes, Jordan. Yeah. Yes, you should be getting that here within the next couple of days.
Yeah,
That's right.
I figured if I don't get it today, I'll hold it.
Yep. And Andrea, you got this, and did you go through it at all? Did you watch the little video or anything?
I did not watch that video, but I have gone through it.
Okay, perfect. And what about the orientation video series? You watched some of it? Okay. From what you've watched, has it been helpful?
Yes.
Okay, perfect.
I think more for me, it's just like going through the process.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a lot to know here. We say that joining Keller Williams is like drinking through a fire hose. Does anyone feel like that?
I have to write everything under my phone, written down in multiple places.
Yeah, you'll get it in time. There's a lot. I remember when I first started working here too, I was like, why is there like multiple different platforms and what's going on? Where is everything? But yeah, it will start to sink in over time. Just make sure to, particularly with command, log in there on a daily basis, explore. You too, since you're going to be helping Erica, I'm sure you're going to be helping her with her command database. Is that, am I right on that, or a little bit? Okay. Oh, she uses. Yeah. Are you using command for transactions with her, or?
I would assume so. I haven't gotten that far.
Okay. And that's fine. I know you both are on a team. Stacy, I think that for you, learning how to use command is going to be something you definitely want to prioritize for your business and just business management overall. But yeah, we'll jump into command a little bit more next week and the week after, when we get into how to do the transactions in command, use DocuSign, all of that. And then the last week of the month, we'll get into how to use marketing in command. Okay. So this week it's going to be pretty basic with the command. The last week of the month, the last Friday of the month. Yeah. All right. So what about Salt Lake Board? Talk to me about the Salt Lake Board. Have all of you registered for your classes, your Code of Ethics class, your Realtor Essentials class? Yes. Wonderful. Jordan, you probably haven't yet because you just barely started.
Yeah.
All right. So just make sure to remember to do that. Andrea, tell me how you registered for those. Mm-hmm. Okay. So just as a reminder, I'm glad you registered for them. Yeah, you can, you're going to need to do the Realtor Essentials course live at the Salt Lake Board. You didn't do that online, did you? Or
No, I was in class.
you were in class for that one? Okay, that's what I thought. I was going to say, I don't think they have that online. So slrealtors.com is where you can check the live schedule, and you can take any CE classes at the Salt Lake Board for free. You have a membership with the Salt Lake Board, so I would utilize your membership and take free classes if you can. So at slrealtors.com, if you scroll down, there is going to be a tab for live classes and events. And here you can see what classes are taking place. You will need to call the Salt Lake Board directly to register for these. But for example, let's see. So the new agent, yeah, go ahead. You can. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Okay, so you created a login. I tried that with another agent a couple months ago and it wasn't working for some reason. So you were able to do that.
Yeah, I was able to do it for that one and then the new agent.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay, great. So the courses you do want to make sure you attend still. So you did your Realtor Essentials and your Code of Ethics. Everyone besides Jordan has done those. Okay. What about the new agent course and the mandatory residential course? You are. The mandatory residential course?
That one's not listed on until 2 years,
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
And then they have that one on the following Monday. Yeah, I did it down there. I just tried my ears like that. So when do you have to take the mandatory residential?
So the mandatory residential course and the new agent course need to be done within your first 2 years. So before you renew. Okay. Perfect. And then the Code of Ethics course and the Realtor Essentials course need to be done within your first 60 days of joining Keller Williams. Yeah. And then I'm so happy and proud of you all for being on top of that. If you do, for whatever reason, need to take additional CE courses and you do want to do those online, it's just better for your schedule. You can visit red.theceshop.com, and this is the CE shop that's affiliated with Keller Williams. So you have a code that you can use.
What's the website?
It's red.theceshop.com. So you can sign up for online classes through here. They do have the Code of Ethics, the not the Realtor Essentials, but the mandatory residential course on here. So you can use a code RU628 for a 30% off discount always. That's basically saying that you're with our market center, you're an agent here at Keller Williams, so you get a special deal. And they do have sales even on top of the 30% every so often, and we'll usually send those out in the daily email. So no reason to not get your CE done. We also have CE classes here. I'm sure you have seen those on the calendar, right? Okay. Yeah, so learn as much as you can. That's what real estate's all about.
Seems like when we get all of it, taking those 2 mandatory classes, we get
Yeah. Yeah, if you take the Code of Ethics, the Realtor Essentials, the mandatory, and the new agent course, I'm pretty positive you are set for renewal. Yeah. Yep, great. Yeah, that I don't know. You'll want to check with the Salt Lake Board on that. Yeah.
Ethics class, they wouldn't let me get hook up my phone for once.
Right.
Yeah, I did do that, but I don't think that.
Yeah, so you would either want to get in touch with the Salt Lake Board of Realtors. They can point you in the right direction for that. I would think that most, unless it actually says you're not getting CE credit, they should be giving you CE credit for them. And the Utah Division of Real Estate, you could also reach out to them and clarify which classes are. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and let me know too. I might be able to answer that question. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. All right, great. So has everyone been able to, besides Jordan, log into their MLS account and pay their first bills? Perfect. Okay, great. Yeah.
I'm sure you do too, because
Yes, yes. Yeah, you'll be getting lots of emails as you start. So just keep reading them. I know it'll simmer down a little bit. Great. And Stacy, what about you? Have you watched the orientation video series that from the email that I sent you? No. That's okay. If you're coming into these classes, yeah, and it's going to also cover a lot of that material too. So that's absolutely fine. All right, so we do have Ignite coming up. So you are all aware, September 13th is when we are scheduled to have that. Does everyone know what Ignite is? Okay. It is done through the office. It is free to all of you. Yes. Yeah, so Ignite is I believe it's how many classes is it? Let me check. It is Coach Dave along with our other top producing agents that are going to be teaching that.
But do you have to sign up with Coach Dave?
You don't have, no, you do not have to sign up with Coach Dave. No, you don't have to be a part of the productivity coaching program to be in Ignite. Nope. Nope. So I'm kind of sidestepping here a little bit, but you all were sent a Google Drive packet, a KW SLC agent resources packet. Okay, in the Google Drive, do you remember this? Okay, it will be in your shared with me folder. How many of you are familiar with Google Drive? Learning, okay, so so Andrea, for you, if you go into your Keller Williams email, and this will only be shared with either your Keller Williams email or your team email, you will go into the Google Apps up here and then select Drive. And then once you are in Drive, you'll go to the shared with me folder. This is where that KW SLC agent resources packet would be at first. Do you see it there? Okay, great. So what you can do is you can right click on that folder and then you select add shortcut to Drive. And then where it says my Drive, you're just going to click add shortcut. And the reason I recommend doing that is because it's going to get lost in the future with everything people may share with you in the shared with me folder. So make sure it's in your Drive so you can access it in the future. Yep.
What kinds of documents do you need?
Yep, so let me hop into it really quickly. So the reason that I'm sidestepping and bringing this up is because we do have the Ignite classes in here. So the Ignite 2.0 classes are right here. Yours won't be all colorful like mine, but you can change the color of the folders if you want. And there will be some documents with PDFs for the links to Ignite. Okay, so these are links you can start watching now. So for not only the class videos, but accessing the student materials to follow along. And so you can watch these now before Ignite begins. I know we still have a little ways out, but there are, looks like, 18 classes total. All right, and these are going to be teaching you how to become successful at real estate. So for example, the first class is just an orientation to Ignite, kind of setting you up with the structure of Ignite itself and what you're going to be looking at, overviewing. Yes. It is 4 weeks long. Yep. Yeah, it's going to be, I don't know the exact schedule yet. Usually it's Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday for an hour or two a day in the afternoon. But some other things that you're going to be learning are lead generation. So what is lead generation? Does everyone know what lead generation is? Yeah, so that's basically reaching out to people in various different ways to actively pursue and get clients, right? Powerful language, that's the third class. So scripts is a huge part of Keller Williams culture here and practice. We have certain scripts that you can use that give you, the conversation topics for working with your clients and when you're lead generating, so that you feel a little bit more confident about what you're talking about. Okay, it's helping you internalize the language of real estate and what to be talking about and how to approach clients or how to approach leads so that you can obtain business. So they'll be talking about scripts, database management. So that's part of Command. We have a database program or platform for you to use. You guys are using Follow Up Boss with Eric Wiggins, but that's a program that's a part of your $28 a month. So using it and learning how to use it is definitely beneficial. Setting goals, delivering your value proposition. So making sure that you're aware and you are, I guess just aware of your worth. So what sets you apart from other real estate agents and what angle you're going to come at when you are marketing yourself to people, okay? Finding and winning buyers, finding sellers or finding leads and working with sellers, day in the life of a real estate agent. And then elementals gets into more of the advanced stuff. So prospecting, marketing, open houses, listing consultations, buyer consultations, making and receiving offers, negotiating a deal, and financial basics, right? So excellent basics class to attend for real estate. We want all of our agents to attend this. Videos are great, but attending it live in the market center, you get a little bit more of a personal touch from the agents and their experiences too, which is great. So I'm glad that's coming back. Does anyone have any more questions about Ignite or what it is? Last time we did do them over Zoom. So we try to record those since we only have them about quarterly. Yeah. Okay, anything else? Questions? No? All right. Okay. Does everyone know about the Facebook closed group? Does everyone even? Perfect. Sorry about that. Okay, so the closed Facebook group, this is your resource for connecting to other agents in the office. Obviously, coming into the office and talking to people face to face is great, but we have a lot of agents that are working from home too. So, volunteering for open houses is always a good thing to post on here, asking questions. If you have something related to real estate, quick question or something like that, you need an agent's perspective on, go ahead and use this page. Please do. It's an excellent resource. Has anyone posted to it already? You were added. Did you?
I posted and then I actually just looked for an open house. Someone posted an open house. Phoenix tagged me and it's a link.
Great.
So yes, it's been helpful. I did have a question on
Yes.
that one though, on the KW one.
Okay.
I was looking at open houses
The KW Utah region. I believe so. That's a good question. Let me get back to you on that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. They wouldn't be posting on the Utah region too. Oh, okay. Okay. So that might be just the Midvale office then. Let me find out on that for sure. I'll get back to you. Who does not have, Stacy, do you have access to the closed Facebook group? Have you been utilizing it?
I've been watching it, but I haven't actually posted it.
Oh.
Posted much on Facebook, but
Hey, I'm kind of the same way. I'm a little shy when it comes to social media, but
I give you a bit of that. I work until I need something, then I'm like, yes. But that's a good place to ask just general questions.
Yes.
And I'm stuck.
yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, definitely use that as a resource. Check it daily, see what's going on, see the other types of questions other agents are asking, but I would say that is a, free for all. If you have a question, don't feel ashamed to ask it on there. Our agents are supportive, they're helpful. It is a closed group, so only our agents see it. So yeah, go for it. Okay. All right. And then let's see, who needs their printer set up with me still? Okay. Okay, just
I do. I just got everything sent to me.
okay, yeah, just let me know, just email me and we'll set up a time. And Stacy, we've done that for you.
I tried to
Some practice. Luckily, our printers aren't too difficult to use, but yeah, it's nice to have you set up on them so you don't have to. With our day desks out here, I don't know if anyone's tried to use them, but they're not directly set up with our printers. You have to send your print as a PDF attachment to the printer and then pick it up. So it's kind of just more of a roundabout method, not as convenient. So definitely bring your laptops to me, schedule a time with me so we can set that up. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. All right, does everyone know how to subscribe to the office calendar, or who has and who has not subscribed to the office calendar? And what I mean by that is who can see the office calendar on their Gmail? It is a thing and it's super fantastic.
I don't think I've gotten my email yet.
You have not. We'll have to wait on that for you. In the orientation video series I send out, there will be a video showing you how to do this. Does anyone want to take a crack at this right now? I love it. If you're attending classes, it's just one step that makes it a whole lot easier. Yeah? Okay. Okay, let me get out a couple of these things here and we'll just yes, you'll want to get into your Google email. The Keller Williams email. Yep. Make sure you're logged out of everything else. So that's step one. Logged out of your other Gmails if you have any other Gmails open.
I know.
Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Well, it's not a huge deal. It's just, it's just,
Well, like, I have like all the emails. I have an email for all the bills. I have an email specifically for like my girls at school and like that. I have an email, like my husband's email.
yeah, don't worry about it. I just say that more so because it makes it easier to go back into your email and do what we're going to do, but that's okay. Just make sure you're logged into your Keller Williams email. Okay. We are going to open up mykw.kw.com. And you're going to enter in your KW systems username and password. You get kicked out of it? Okay, good. I was going to say it shouldn't be kicking you out. All right, you there? All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to head down to where it says quick links at the bottom in this little box here. And we're going to click on My KW MC628 intranet. My KW MC628 intranet. if it ever says something like this, you can make changes or save your settings. I think that's good for me. All right, so the next screen it should take you to is this, where you can view the calendar. And click on View Calendar. Everyone with me? All right, now up at the very top of the calendar, there's going to be a button where you can hit subscribe. So once you hit subscribe, the calendar that I want you to pay attention to is named Office Calendar. So there's going to be several calendars, staff calendar, public calendar, my events. Make sure you are selecting Office Calendar. And you're going to click Setup Now, where it says Office, underneath where it says Office Calendar. Okay. So generally you, well, I should say that it might be tempting to click this Google Android here to hook it up, but this for some reason has not been working very well recently. So I'm going to have you subscribe a different way. You're going to just click Other, and you are going to copy the URL when you select Other. Okay. Now back in your Keller Williams email, if you don't see your calendar right away, you can click the calendar off to the very right here. And then I'm going to have you all open up the calendar in full screen. So you're going to open it up in a new tab. Okay. And then over on the left, where it says Other Calendars, move this out of the way. You're going to be able to add other calendars and subscribe to calendar. And actually it's from URL. You'll be subscribing from a URL. Everyone with me? And then all you need to do is paste that URL that you just copied and then add calendar. And you don't need to make the calendar publicly accessible. That's not necessary. All good? All right, so once you are back in your calendar here, you should be seeing for our office calendar something called Property-Based Office. That's the office calendar. Property-Based Office. So let me clear out my chaotic calendar here. So really all you'll be seeing is our classes. You don't see it. Okay. Let me just see what you were seeing. We're going to need to work on this a little bit more after. I'm not sure why it's not showing yet, but it should just pop up right away. So yeah, if for whatever reason you're not seeing the calendar right away and you're making sure that this property-based office is clicked, let me know. I can help you troubleshoot it. I'm not sure what's going on with that, Andrea.
Just my luck. I don't like those.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Other things that I want to talk to you about are preferred classes for you to attend within your first 90 days. Some things for you to focus on. So does everyone know also where the print calendars are located? The printed calendars of the office? Yes. Yes. Yes, the physical, yeah. So they're just up by the day desks near the front. So if you just turn the corner around from Lynette's office, right by my office, just off to the left, there's a stack of printed calendars. Okay, so you can bring those home with you. Obviously, if you're subscribed, you can access it on your Gmail here. But some classes I want you to be aware of that I'd love for you to attend if you have not already are Broker Dave's classes. Okay, so WITSE, that's every Tuesday from 10 to 11. And WITSE, does anyone know what WITSE stands for? Yes, yes. What if they say yes? Okay, has anyone attended that yet? Not yet. Okay. Hop onto that. They're always different. So I would try to attend those as much as you possibly can. The agents, it's well attended, and the agents there will ask questions about potential transactions they're having or things that they're experiencing with their clients. So it's really useful for you because you just get to hear the conversations and through the experience of others, know a little bit about what's going on to prepare you. Real estate can often be kind of trial by fire. So minimizing the fire through these classes is definitely going to be beneficial, right? Other class by Broker Dave, it's every other Thursday. Let me see if I can remember which Thursdays it is. So every other Thursday, I think it's the first and the third Thursday of the month from 2 to 3, real estate Q&A with Broker Dave. Anytime you can get some time with Broker Dave is a good time. Okay.
And just happened to be the one that there was nobody but me and him. And I go to just listen most of the time.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
he said that normally it's quite busy, but for whatever reason.
yeah, even still, if you can even get the one-on-one time with Broker Dave, even if it's just a quick 10-minute conversation. I mean, get as much information from you can while he's available because he is a wealth of knowledge for sure. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So that is on Zoom. The Q&As are in person. But the WITSEs are on Zoom. Yep. All right, and then obviously we have team meetings every week right after WITSE. And all of you have been to team meeting, right? Stacey, you haven't been to team meeting yet? I was for sure that you'd been to one at least.
Tuesdays are a little hard for me sometimes.
Do you have classes on
Just
various things? Okay.
Most of the classes I do Tuesday.
Well, lucky for you, we do record the team meetings at least. Yeah, so if you are not already aware of this, we do have a YouTube channel. You can just go to youtube.com and type in KW Salt Lake City. Keller Williams Real Estate, but KW Salt Lake City should pull it up. So here's our channel. And we do record team meetings, and I've been trying to record the more important classes too, or the things that we don't have very regularly. Go ahead. I did. Yes. Yes. Yeah, we're going to try to record those real estate fundamentals, which brings me to the next class that I want you to all attend. Real estate fundamentals. Right, so right now the structure for real estate fundamentals, first week of the month, and these are every Thursday from 11 to 12. So they go over day in the life of a real estate agent for the first class. Second class is MLS stuff. So you can bring your questions about MLS. This week they did CMA. Did they do anything out listing input or anything like that with Coach Dave? Okay. So it's just going to be MLS based and you know, off of what you need. Okay. Okay. And then third class is either going to be, I believe it's buyers. So working with buyers. So knowing the process and then talking about buyers presentations. And then the fourth class will be sellers. So knowing the process with sellers and gosh, I lost my train of thought. Sellers presentations. Okay. And that's a good opportunity for you because these might be a little different every once in a while. So that's why we're going to try to record them, but good opportunity for you to ask questions about what you're needing help with too. If you have buyers or if you have sellers, make sure to present the questions that you have during those class times. Okay. The other class that we have that is extremely important is the contracts class once a month. Yes, so those you'll just have to check on the calendar. I don't believe we have a steady date for the contracts class, but make sure to attend the contracts class when you can, right? Right. Yes.
The week of the 23rd, what is the mega camp that's listed on the calendar?
Good question. So the mega camp from the 23rd to the 25th is basically a Keller Williams event for mega agents to learn how to grow their business. So these are similar to other Keller Williams events that you're going to hear about, like Family Reunion is another one that's often, I think it's in I want to say February. So right now they're all digitally held. We have general sessions where Gary Keller or other agents will talk about, you know, what's going on in the market, things to be aware of. And then there are breakout sessions and various different topics. So it could be lead generation strategies. It could be, you know, just basically how to take your real estate business to the next level. I'm trying to think if there's like one specific last year that I took, but they get pretty in-depth into certain categories of just helping you become better at real estate. And they're also a little bit more mastermindy too. So if there's usually agents on there that are mega agents, producers, high producers, and they're discussing with one another how to accomplish something in their real estate business. So they're extremely valuable. It is for everyone. Yeah, it's. Yes, we'll have the general sessions here. So if you guys can attend that, that would be great. You don't have to pay for it if it's here. If you do want to take Mega Camp fully on your own, I believe it's $199 for the ticket. But I think they're an excellent experience for sure. I love the Keller Williams events. I usually take away quite a few things from them. So just mindset type things, things to put into action in your business that's going to help you, that clearly helped other people. You get to see that from their experience. So does that make sense? If I don't know if I.
Is there a place to go to see like what the breakout sessions are going to be about?
Yeah.
So we can decide if we want to purchase a ticket or just do general.
Yeah, let's. It's going to be here. It's digital. Well, and what I mean by that is we'll have the general sessions here, but if you want to pay for it yourself and attend all of the sessions or choose your own breakout sessions that will be unique to you, what you want to choose, that is something you'll just attend online. So it's just going to be like an online video conference. So if you go to events.kw.com/event/mega camp 2021 / you can just Google Mega Camp too, KW Mega Camp. You will be able to pull up the website for this, where you can register. You can learn a little bit more about Mega Camp. There's little videos in here for the promos. And then it should have the agenda. Yeah, the agenda here. So there you can click these little drop down menus and see what everything is about and the breakout sessions and the classes that we have.
So what is this?
So this is going to be starting day 1 is on August 23rd. So it's August 23rd to August 26th. Yeah, if you can at least attend the general sessions, it would at least give you an idea of what Mega Camp is like. KW, or sorry, I keep calling it KW. Family reunion is something that comes up again. I think it's like February. That would be an excellent one for you to attend. Yeah, if you can make it. Yep. All right, good questions. Anything else about any other questions about Mega Camp? Any other classes? Yes. So yeah, so that's our productivity coaching program, and that is run by David Johnson. So he does charge for you to be a part of that program. It doesn't come directly out of your pocket, but it's for commission check. And he helps you with scripts. So they practice scripts in their class. He's going to have you set goals, hold you accountable to those goals. They do go over contracts and things like that in his class as well. So it's kind of a little bit of a, for solo agents, a little bit more structure for them to have additional support for learning how to do real estate and have someone to go to. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, you're welcome. Okay, let's see. Does everyone know about the MLS and the training center? So how you can attend classes on the MLS and the training resources you can view on the MLS. Okay. So through utahrealestate.com, and we do often post the MLS classes on the calendar, especially if they're CE. But when you log into your MLS account, you can hover up over your help button. And there's a couple of things I want you to be aware of. So first one is trainings and classes. This gives you the schedule of all of the MLS classes, whether that be CE or just additional webinars. You can even sign up for individual MLS training if you're needing help. So CMAs are on here. Market statistics, that's another really valuable one. Okay. Yeah, so take advantage of this. The more you know about the MLS, the more fluent you can get with your CMAs and creating marketing materials and all of that, so you can present your value to your clients and to future leads. So definitely take advantage of that, okay? The other thing I want you to be aware of, so while hovering over the help tab, is the support center. And this is just a page with articles and videos for various different topics. So you can look a little bit more into CMA, so using the CMA report, CMA quick tips, things like that. And then there's some videos getting started with Cloud CMA program you can use for building those. Yeah, MLS rules and policies. Let's see, listing input and photos, forms, listing alerts, all kinds of stuff. All right. Any questions about the MLS? Yeah, there's a lot of resources out there. It's just not knowing where to find them. So, all right. Okay, so additional tech training with Keller Williams Command. Obviously, this orientation series, this 4-week class goes into Command. But if you really want to start learning how to use command for your business and getting into the nitty gritty of it, you are going to want to do additional trainings. We do have these Scott Leroy marketing webinars that are held several times a week on the training calendar. Okay. I love them as a training resource. That's how I learned how to use command. There are other resources to use command. YouTube, KW Connect is another great resource. There's lots of videos, articles, and things like that. But I just, for some reason, I just love the format of the Scott Leroy marketing videos. I think they do a great job. So you can subscribe or just visit their YouTube channel. And they have a fire hose of videos, but you can go to the playlist to get started, to at least choose a topic of what you're needing to know about. So maybe it's DocuSign, or maybe it's for you to learning how to use the team functionality in command. Okay, so that's a great playlist. Smart plans, goal tracking. So just wanted to show this to you as an additional resource. If you're needing some specific help, you can often find a video on it. If you hate watching videos and you're not that type of learner, schedule a one-on-one appointment with me, okay? We can absolutely dig into command or really whatever else you're needing help with technology-wise, and I'm happy to help, okay? And then on that note, I will be transitioning into a new role. Delaney is going to be taking over my role, and she's going to be well-versed in command as well to be able to help you with those things. So, okay, all right. Yeah, so I'm going to be moving into the assistant team leader role. So I'll be Shauna's assistant. Yeah, but I'll still be, other than when I'm out for maternity leave, I'll still be around. So if you need help, I'm certainly here for you. Okay. Okay. All right. So email signatures. Let's talk about that really quickly. Does everyone?
My question is, what do you put as your email signature?
Yeah, good.
Like the office I worked in Arizona, it was just my name and the office number because I was just an office assistant.
Good question. So that's really up to you, but we copy Erica's. Yeah. So you can just, type out your name, your title, your phone number, things like that. You can absolutely do that. There are some templates in command designs that you can use that just look a little bit nicer. So if you log into your command platform, oh my goodness, I'm feeling the Friday. Whew. Really? Yeah, I'm struggling today. That is definitely my password. I don't know why. Okay, I must have just typed something in wrong. All right, a million times apparently. All right, so designs. This is one of your marketing tools in command. So this little applet down here with the paintbrush icon. And Jordan, you'll have to explore this when you get your login information. Oh, you have it.
Yeah,
Oh, good. Good.
Good.
Awesome. Okay. So you will go to the little paintbrush icon down at the left called Designs. If you hover over it, it says Designs. You there? All right. So now we're going to create a design in here. Has anyone used Canva before? Yeah, you tried? Don't understand it? So it's similar to Canva. It's basically just giving you templates for your marketing materials, and you get to go in and change the text and change the images and edit it however you want to, and then save that design as a PDF or a JPEG or an image, I guess, on your computer. Not with a transparent background, I don't believe. All right, so your email signature templates are going to be in social after you click Create Design. Okay. then you are going to go to business basics. So there's a drop down menu for business basics, and then you'll be able to select email signatures. And there's only 2 options right now. So you choose whatever design you like a little bit more. When you hover over the design you like, you'll be able to click on use. I like the white one. I don't know why, I just like it. Yeah. Right? Well, I'm glad you're here then to learn how to use it. Yeah, there's lots of really cool templates in here for listing presentations, for buyers presentations, for flyers, open house flyers, things like that. I'm not kidding, there's a ton of stuff in here. Yes. Yeah. So you can, so similar to Canva or other, types of platforms like these, you can just double click on the text box and change your name, change the text as needed. Oh, I almost put in my name. There we go. I've been married for almost 4 years. Changed my name like 2 years ago. Still getting used to it, apparently. I still initial in CD and not CC. I can't believe it.
They've been married for 10 years. Oh, wow. Or no, Rachel and Terry, her married name is Giddings, and she introduced herself as like Terry instead of like Giddings, and they've been married for over 10 years at that point, and she was like, oh my God.
That's really funny. Yeah, it just slips sometimes. I mean, it's just what you're born with, so. Yeah. Okay, so with the email signature, yeah, I'm gonna have you guys edit this as needed. I do want to note, and Jordan, you won't be able to see this yet because your Keller Williams accounts haven't been fully set up by Scott Leroy Marketing yet. But you should be able to click on like the Keller Williams DBA logo name here, and then just replace that logo with this little circle icon, or you can just add a new one here and then, drag and drop it to where it needs to be. So that's just doing business as, yeah. So all Keller Williams, since we're a franchise, all Keller Williams offices will have a different name and a different logo. So this is our logo to our office. Right. So, and that is something I want to bring up on marketing compliance. You need to make sure on all of your marketing materials, you have the KW Salt Lake City logo. Okay, and you have the ownership statement, which is right here. It's each office is independently owned and operated. Those are 2 of the really important things to have on all marketing materials. Okay, that's a good question, and it does get a little nutty with the social media stuff. If you have a social media page, like a Facebook page for your business, you need to make sure that it's very apparent that you are an agent with KW Salt Lake City, Keller Williams Real Estate. Okay, so in your title or something, wherever you need to put that, you need to put our full entity name, KW Salt Lake City, Keller Williams Real Estate. Okay. It's an easy thing to do too, is like put our logo in as your header image and things like that. I would take a look at other agents, not that they're all compliant, so it's hard to say. But if you do have any questions about that, you can reach out to Broker Dave, get his opinion. You can also reach out to the Utah Division of Real Estate, since they're going to have a better understanding of the state requirements. As far as the Keller Williams compliance goes, again, you need to make sure that it's very apparent you're an agent with KW Salt Lake City, Keller Williams Real Estate, and you have each office is independently owned and operated on your marketing materials. So things that you're sending out to agents, or not agents, other people, advertising yourself essentially. Okay. Yeah. Mhm.
So that would be covering both those bases with that one thing.
Right. Yep. But if there's additional, I'm not privy to the additional requirements, especially with social media. It does get a little tricky. Yes. Yeah. You will want to put your team logo on there as well. Absolutely. Yep.
Because each office is independently owned and operated.
That is our ownership statement. So that's notifying the public that we are a franchise.
Is that all of it?
Yep. Yep. Each office is independently owned and operated. Yep. Do you have another question?
No, I was just thinking, because I kind of just quickly set up some. It's bureau. Like I'm using my Comcast account still, and I need to switch over because that. I'm not
Oh,
having
yeah.
that on typical signature when I'm just sending it to another realtor.
Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. Try to use your KW. Yeah. Yeah. Try to use your KW email. I mean, obviously we're not perfect, but more so you're wanting to make sure you're not getting flagged by the Utah Division of Real Estate. You don't want to get cited for something like that. So.
So that's really not like I could be in trouble for that. But I mean,
Gosh, I wish I would have caught Brooke Dave. He just walked by. Brooke Dave. I don't think that that's. Let me check with Broker Dave on that. I don't think it's. Yeah, but I mean, I don't think it's a huge deal because it's preferred probably to have you send it from your Keller Williams email. But if who were you sending it to? Was it just? Oh, okay. I mean, they probably already knew that you're an agent with KW Salt Lake City. Yeah, that's okay.
So once you create this, I've never uploaded the signature to Google. How would you do that?
Yeah, so what you're going to do is you're going to, once you've created it, you're going to download it. And you're going to want to download it as a JPEG, I believe, is the format that it needs for your Google Drive. Or not your Google Drive, your Gmail. Yeah. Okay, and then once you're back in your Keller Williams email, you'll go into your settings up here. See all settings. I was running into a problem with this the other day. I still have yet to change my email signature. Delaney and I were struggling. It was not letting us add our image. But you'll need to create a new signature as you scroll down here in your general settings. So right where it says signature. Yeah, it's quite far down.
All the way down to the bottom, and oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's really close to the bottom. Then you click create new. You can name your signature. So work signature, something like that. Whatever you want. And then you'll be able to add your image. So I downloaded my image as a JPEG from Command. And because I'm in Google Chrome platform, it just saves it here at the bottom. And all I need to do at that point is drag and drop that.
And what did you want to add image? That's where
Oh, add image, it's right
right
here.
there.
Yep,
Okay.
insert image. Yep,
Okay.
yeah. And then once you have your signature selected, you can select which one you want, and then you will also, there's another part of it that we need to change, and where does it say it? Oh, it's just right here. So you can select your signature, work signature on reply forward use and for new email use. So whatever you want to do there. And then down at the very bottom, you will need to save. And that will at least get your image in there, but there is one other compliance thing I want you to be aware of. That's a part of your checklist. So there is a disclosure you need to add below your email signature, okay? This is located in your Google Drive folder in your KW SLC Agent Resources packet. Everyone with me? Do I need to slow down? Okay.
I just need to play.
I totally feel that way today, so that's okay. It's Friday, it's afternoon. All right, so in the new agent resources, in the KW SLC agent resources packet, there is an email disclosure document. So you just need to copy this information. So this gives you the ownership statement, the equal opportunity housing. Let's see.
Do we need the ownership statement if the ownership statement is on our signature? Can we just put that in there?
No, not necessarily. No, you can just, if you want to take that out, you can. Perfect. So it's in the new agent resources packet in that folder. Yes, and then it'll just say email disclosure, add this below your email signature for compliance. So you'll copy this. And then you'll need to paste it underneath your image. So sometimes it's easier to paste the text first. And you can make this text really small if you want to. It does not need to be big by any means. Both. Because I think there's instructions on wire transfer instructions there too. So let me put that image back in there. And there we go. Okay. So you once you've got the image in there and the disclosure, you can go ahead and save the changes. And then when you do, I didn't select that email signature, but you should be able to see it here.
Down the bottom right-hand corner, there's a little pen.
Yep. So there we go. All right. Well, any other question? That's really all I wanted. Oh, wait, there's one other thing that I want to go over really quickly. Does everyone have time? I know we're running a little bit over. Okay. I just want to make sure you are all aware of how to add your contacts to command. There's a couple different ways to do that for your database. I know this may not be as pertinent for you two, but Stacy, you've started? You haven't started? Okay.
We've done some.
Okay. So once you have access to command, one of the first things you are going to want to do is start adding people to your database in command, especially if you're utilizing that primarily for your business. So how you can do that, there's a couple of different ways. You will go to contacts over here, this little applet with the person in the frame. And you can add people individually just by simply adding a contact or clicking add a contact and entering in all the information you have about them. Okay, so that's one way to do it. Or you can compile a list of all the people you want to be in business with on a spreadsheet and import it. You might love this method. Wonderful. Great. So fantastic. So yeah, so all you have to do is click on import, and you do need to use the specific spreadsheet that they have because it's correctly formatted for this program. So you'll have to download this spreadsheet. And if you have a spreadsheet already, you may likely need to be just copying and pasting the fields into this new spreadsheet, or copying and pasting the columns right into it. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's really not. But yeah, there's all these fields. So first name, middle name, last name, birthday, address of all different kinds, like 3 different addresses. Custom tags. This is going to be something you definitely want to utilize for your database in command to organize everything. This helps you to filter through contacts. Let me show you really quickly what I mean by this. So tags right here. So this one is tagged leadership. I've got several, but it's just categorizing people, groups of people based on the tags, based on the name of the tag. So that makes it really easy for me to click on filters here, select a tag. You can have one tag assigned to multiple different people. You can have multiple tags on one person too. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, so if I wanted to find all of the ALC people, or actually, let's see. All of the, I'm trying to think of who I have a lot of.
Can you recommend some tags that we want, like?
For-
friends, family,
Yeah, those would be a great start. Yeah, friends, family. Some agents will categorize their tags into A, B, and C clients. So people to prioritize A, B, and C. You could do, obviously, if you're putting your vendor information in here, which you would want to do, you can categorize vendors, buyers versus sellers, potentially. You can change that in the future if needed, but I'm trying to think of what other tags are really popular. Lead source, tagging people by lead source would be a great idea. So if you went door knocking on a particular day and you gathered some leads that you had then entered into your database, you would want to tag them as an open house in this neighborhood or something like that. You could, yeah, same thing for, did I say open house already? Yeah. So open houses, door knocking, just thinking of how to remember those people and then categorize them in certain ways. Yeah. Does that make sense? I hope I'm explaining that okay. All right. So once you have people in your database, the nice thing about this is Command is integrated in your settings with a few different other platforms, like it can be integrated with your Gmail account and your Google Calendar. So when you're in a contact, it's tracking your activity with the person. So if you sent them an email, or if you scheduled a calendar invite with them on Gmail, it's going to track that in your timeline here and just give you a better idea of what you've been doing with them. It's going to track their opportunities, so their transactions in Command. It's going to track if you do have Twilio set up in here, which is a text messaging service. It'll show any text messages you've sent out. So we can get a little bit more in depth into that in later weeks, or if you want to schedule one-on-one time with me, that's perfectly fine too. But the idea is to get your people into your database, the people that you want to be in business with, so you can start getting in touch with them and letting them know that you're a real estate agent and reminding them that you're a real estate agent, you're the expert they want to come to, right? So that's really, really crucial, is to stay top of mind for the people you have in your database, right? Letting them know they can come to you. And then the other part of that is lead generation, which there are methods to lead generate in Command, but just building your database, bringing more people in. So everyone's got to buy or sell a home at some point in time, right? Yes. So say that one more time for me.
So if you're sending out like listing,
Like a hot sheet. Uh-huh. What do you mean by signature? Like, do you need to have like a, oh, I see what you mean. Again, I think it's preferred as long as they know you're an agent with KW Salt Lake City. I mean, it's something you're sending to them personally, so it's not like the Utah Division of Real Estate's gonna.
I just want to make sure we make sure maybe stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think you're okay there. They just need to know that you're a real estate agent, what brokerage you're with, things like that, know your information. So, yeah.
About what I said this morning, unprofessional. Because I just did it with my
Oh,
Comcast account real quick.
I wouldn't worry about it too much, but
Yeah.
yeah, you're fine. All right. Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, any of you have any other questions for me about anything? Hey, good. I'm glad. I'd love to see you all more.
I do have a quick question.
Yeah.
There's a drop down in DocuSign,
Huh?
and yesterday when we were in the tech, Margie, is her name Margie, that lady?
Marley?
Marley.
Uh-huh.
She told me, she said she made a comment to click the drop down and choose the one to send a copy. So when you select a recipient, who's gonna get it in the envelope,
Oh, uh-huh.
do you know, there's a
Yep.
drop down. So she said to do the one that get a copy, but when I did that, it didn't let me tag the document. So.
Right.
I don't know where the tags are. So why do I
That's-
wanna do that?
You
Yeah.
only want to do that if you need to send them a copy. You don't want to do that if they need to sign.
Okay, so when they do the signing, it looks like they give a copy anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did it that way. I ended up going back and changing it and doing it, so.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
not
that
sure why she said to select it.
I'm not sure either. I mean, so what happens when, actually, sorry, let me go back. So when they sign, they don't automatically get a copy. They don't automatically get a copy after signing. So you do need to add them as a second recipient to say receives a copy. So you'll need to do the first recipient as them to sign, and then a second recipient as them to receive a copy, for them to get an actual email notifying them that they can download this as a copy. Or you can just send it to them after via email.
So I called him and asked him if he got a copy and he said he did. So I think it did. I think the first one did say get a copy.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
Just-
I'm wondering now if he got a copy because I did this previously. That should have been a signature. So I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Just from my experience with DocuSign, when I've used it, if I want a copy of something, if I don't have a DocuSign account myself, and that may be why he got a copy, is if he had a DocuSign account. If I don't have a DocuSign account, you will want to make sure that the person receives a copy so that they get an email to download that.
So you put him in once as sign, needed to sign,
Right,
and then the second one you put him in the second time. that's fine.
right. Yeah,
Okay, what's the third option? I don't remember.
just view, yeah. Yep. Good question. Very good question. So,
So, and then I was confused because I did the copy and then I kept bringing the signatures down. I didn't think they were staying on the page. But when I went and viewed it, they were all like I did 10 of it, right? Trying to do it to stay. They were all like plugged in different places on it.
yeah, we,
Which now I know I'm doing, so I don't know why.
yeah, so when you copy the signatures, they will just paste back to their original location. So that may have been what was happening.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you were doing that, copying it a bunch of times and then dragging it over, because you only have to do one or the other. You either drag it over from the left or you copy what you have.
Yeah. So I did the original one on the NLS.
Uh-huh.
I didn't see where I did, and I also typed in the detail section,
Mhm.
thinking I could pre-tag it. So
On the MLS, no, yeah.
I can't pre-tag the MLS one at all.
Nope, consider those as just PDFs. If you're filling it out on the MLS and you're downloading it, that's a PDF that you're bringing back into your DocuSign, and you won't have the ability to do the pre-tagged roles. The only time you can do the pre-tagged roles in DocuSign is if you use the forms from DocuSign. Yeah. Yeah, and we will definitely get into that next week. So if you can come next week, just as a refresher, I think that'd be really helpful. Yep, we're gonna go over opportunities in DocuSign. So how to file your transactions and everything in DocuSign, how to work through those entirely. Okay. Okay, You're welcome. Okay, keep me posted. I'm super happy to see you three here. Yeah. All right, ladies.
Thank you.
You're welcome.